Today's quote is, if you don't make time for your wellness, you'll be forced to make time for your illness. That quote is planted in me for a lifetime. So of course on this channel, I've documented a lot of my healthy living and healthy habits that I've adapted over time and just my wellness lifestyle in general. And I've done all this with hopes of providing value to you guys, or hopefully educating you guys in certain things that you may have not known without being too preachy, right? Amen. This is just one of those things that I feel within me. It's the fire that burns inside of me because of struggles and things that I've dealt with in the past with myself and my family and what got me to this point. So I want to take you guys through my story beginning to end and hopefully bringing value to you guys so that you can learn some new things. Now, of course, I put a lot of effort into my videos, so I would really appreciate it if you guys dropped a like right now. And also 80% of people that watch my channel are not subscribed yet. So if you're watching, you're not subscribed, make sure to hit the subscribe button. So for starters, like most people, I did not value my health at all. I was not educated, especially in high school, okay? I was on the go a lot. I was moving around with my friends, skateboarding, playing basketball, doing so many different things. So I wanted to eat food that was quick, okay? And that means processed food a lot of the time. So I would eat frozen fries, frozen tenders, throw them in the oven real quick, boom, you're ready to go. Eat different snacks, different things like that. I was not concerned about ingredients at all. Nutritional facts, what goes into the food. I did not care about that. I was consuming things like most people that tasted good. If you know, you know. If you have family from the South, you know how people from the South get down. Both my parents are from the South. People from the South typically consume a lot of meat, a lot of bad oils, a lot of greasy food. So for a while in my household, there was a lot of fried food, a lot of greasy food, and those are the things that I consumed because I enjoyed them because it tasted good. Senior year, right? I'm taking basketball more serious. I want to do something with basketball. I want to go to the college level. Senior year, my whole entire life changed because my spiritual awareness, my connection to God was just growing. So I was tapping into a new level senior year. I was reading more books. I was training at my hardest. I was doing so much more than I was the 3 years prior. I changed my friend group. Like, I was really getting right. As an athlete, if you're educated, you know that you have to consume good foods. It helps to consume good foods when it comes to performance. So that was the one thing that first started off like, okay, I need to eat different in order to perform better because I want to play on the college level. So that was like one seed that was planted right away. My father was always somebody who dealt with different things when it came to health. So my father had diabetes for, his whole entire life I've known him basically. So he had diabetes. A lot of people in my family had high blood pressure. This is something that I've been noticing, right? People not being healthy, people in my family transcending for reasons that at that time I didn't quite understand. 2013, a year after high school, my father was diagnosed with cancer. That was traumatic for my family in so many ways you could imagine. So of course, with that traumatic situation in my family, I knew in my heart that I did not want to be next. I didn't want to be that family member that was in and out of the hospital, that wasn't capable of doing things themselves, like going to the gym, going for a walk, going for a car ride, having to take medication Monday through Sunday in that pill capsule. I knew I was mature enough to know that I didn't want that to be my life. Fast forward 2016, I'm now in Houston, Texas. When I moved to Houston, Texas in 2016, it changed my life completely. And at this point, I've changed so much, I've grown so much. I haven't had fast food in like years. I haven't had soda, which was never really my thing in years. I was more aware of sugar and all these things that just played a negative effect on your body. 2016, I ended up working at a grocery store called HEB. Ended up meeting somebody. I always tell him, I went to this grocery store. I worked at this grocery store literally just to meet him. He was somebody that I worked with that changed my life for the better because he was already vegan. So he was very educated, and the way that he talked about food and how he felt, it was very interesting to me. Long story short, we became really good friends, and he was educating me on so many different things that just spoke to my spirit, and it seemed like it all connected with the things that were going on in my family, my father still being sick. 2016, I went full vegan. Like, I was fully committed to this. I was like, I need to change for the better for my family. After going vegan, I was not ill for nothing. Like, I had no cold, I had no headaches, no nothing. This is the longest period of my life that I remember where I was not ill at all. So of course, with that happening and the energy that I was feeling, I was reaching a certain level in my spiritual journey as well, where I was just like, yo, everything just makes sense right now. The awareness that I have with food, the awareness that I have with self, right? My connection with God, all this makes sense. Now, I will say I don't identify as vegan or as plant-based because I'm not big on labels or just like putting a certain title on myself. It can really put you in a box. I just want to be me, being very intentional with the things I put into my body and focusing on living a very healthy lifestyle. And it's as simple as that. And one thing I knew is that all the things that I was learning about health and wellness, I felt like it was part of my purpose to not gatekeep this information. Not that I wanted to be some type of doctor or guru to anybody, but I knew that I had to bring at least awareness about these things because sometimes it's just about like, you just don't know. It's not like a matter of you don't want to do it. You just don't know. And I didn't know at a point. So I have to bring awareness to my family, of course, and then of course to you guys as well, because what can happen is I can plant the seed like that you should drink water in the morning, and then you can go help the next person, and then that person can go help the next person, and then we can create this synchronicity and then bring more health conscious people to the world so that we can help everybody out. So I knew it was part of the mission. I knew I had to get it done. But of course, from 2016 to 2019, being on my vegan journey, everything wasn't perfect. I wasn't, getting ill or anything like that. So that was amazing. But to be transparent, I did lose weight. I probably lost 5 to 7 pounds at first. Also, I had an iron deficiency. So when I went to the doctor, I had an iron deficiency. Now I felt good, but I didn't know that I had iron deficiency. So I also made changes with that because of course, when you're vegan, you start to experiment with different vegan alternative foods, like some of the frozen foods, some of the Beyond Meat, the whole nine yards. So those type of things are processed as well. So it's a constant journey of just learning more, figuring out ways to still get in your irons, to still get in your potassium, to still get in your magnesium. You got to figure it out, right? So it's a constant journey, and this is a journey that I am still on. Right now, my main focus is whole foods and simple ingredients. I want to be able to read the back of something and it say orange juice or beets or whole grain oats. I want it to be simple. So that's what I'm following now. And the main thing is to really just listen to your body. So that's exactly what I'm on right now. Simple ingredients, whole foods, and listening to my body. So as you can see, it's a constant evolution of just learning more and implementing new things into your day-to-day life and seeing how it affects you negatively or positively. So I enjoy this lifestyle so much. That's my story from beginning to end, and how a traumatic situation in my family got me to this point right now to where I value health so much. And I focus on 5 main components of health. This is my intellectual health. This is my spiritual health. This is my mental health. This is my physical health. And this is my emotional health. If I can work on all these things day to day, I know that I will be at a masterful level of just human being, of just spiritual being. So I always focus on those 5 main components every single day, and it brings so much joy and happiness into my life. And I love being able to share these things with you guys. So thank you so much for, rocking with me and watching these type of videos and educating yourself as well so that we can help other people out as well too. So if you guys watched to the end of my wellness story, my health journey, make sure you guys drop a like. I really appreciate you guys rocking with me. If you have any questions, if there's anything that you want to say, make sure to let me know in the comment section. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And as always, stay true to self, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.